Not using their auto plants to their fullest potential is another problem on a laundry list of issues that you and I have talked about that Tesla can now tack onto. We spent a good part of 2025 talking about a host of issues Tesla faces, including the company not releasing new models, aside from the Cybertruck, and the Cybertruck having lackluster sales. The fact that Tesla was recently overtaken as the global leader in EV sales by BYD, and that Musk has garnered international criticism over his politics. On this list, what is the biggest issue, in your opinion, that Tesla faces?
Well, with regard to Elon, that's the other issue because Tesla, just doesn't have enough fresh new product. And in the automotive business, product is everything. You're always having to update and invest and come up with new things. And they seem to have assumed for a period of time that they did not need to do that, that demand for their products outstripped supply, and they did not have to as aggressively update the vehicles, even as they might add some new features on the electronic system and things like that, over-the-air updates to the software. They weren't actually changing the product all that much, and that's been the real issue. In the near term, we don't see a lot of new product coming. The Cybercab or a version of the Cybercab may come out mid-year, perhaps. The other issue, though, that you touch on is, with regard to Elon himself. And this is something unique to Tesla. Name another auto company where people are so polarized about the CEO. There's none. I've been watching the automotive space for a while now, more than 25 years. I cannot find a counterpart to Elon in global automotive. He is, in a category of one. He has really turned off a lot of people. Sales just collapsed for the company in Europe last year, down more than a third. And in markets like Germany, for example, down 50%. In the United States and in California in particular, which has been, the core of their EV sales in North America. We don't have the final numbers yet from the state of California on what the company did here, but they were probably down in California in a ballpark of like 20% plus year over year, which is shocking because everyone needs to sell in California, especially now with the loss of federal incentives. If you want to keep your EV business alive, you got to be popular in California, and he's just not. And the reasons for that, are many. It's his public comments, his behavior. Go to his X account and just look at it on any given day, and it's rather disturbing, and it's hard to believe that these are comments being made by a public company CEO. So, he isn't going to change his behavior. He has not had this, come to Jesus moment where he's decided, what, I need to change my act. I need to tone it down. No, absolutely not. He is friendly with the Trump administration again after a break last year. It appears that he's moved back into Trump's good graces. So that, he is definitely the people that he turned off last year. He's done nothing to bring them back, and I think that is an ongoing issue for the brand in terms of how it's perceived. Again, it's the Michael Jordan rule, like Republicans also buy sneakers. Like, you just keep your politics out of it. It's not really a smart business move for anybody, regardless of what your views are. He doesn't roll that way, and he's not changing when it comes to being polarizing.